if life or death depended on you remembering 5 phone numbers, will we see you tomorrow? Be honest. Be honest with that question. If life or death depended on you remembering 5 phone numbers, just 5, your life, will we see you tomorrow? What y'all think about that? Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I will repeat. If life and death, your life, depending on you remembering 5 phone numbers, will we see you tomorrow? Truth be told, a lot of y'all will be out of here. A lot of y'all will be out of here, man, truth be told. But how many of y'all remember 5 phone numbers? And I remember, and I know most of y'all who come through don't. Your phone will do it for you. How many of y'all can remember 5 phone numbers? See, so we ain't got no half of us or most of us, 85% of us ain't got no business even talking about the past life if we can't remember 5 phone numbers in this life. See, I remember a time when 15, 20, or pretty much everybody that you know that had a phone when I was growing up, you had to remember it on cap, or you just ain't know it at all. See, using our mind was the thing before the internet. And the internet done made people lazy. This is why I'm pointing these things out. But lazy in ways that, way worse ways that we can imagine. Lazy in way mentally as well as physically. Unhealthy. Lazily unhealthy in many ways, way more than you can imagine, because most people can't remember 5 phone numbers. So, I'm not here to change y'all mind. I'm just here to give y'all something to think about. See? Because it's spiritual, it's mental, and it's physical. I don't know about the battle. I'm talking about the war. It's spiritual, it's mental, then it's physical. So if that's the case, it's some questions that we should be asking ourselves. And if it's some questions we should be asking ourselves, then we should be asking ourselves, well, what questions is it should I be asking myself? If not somebody that you know that may know, what's the question that you should be asking yourself if you don't know somebody that know the question that you need to be asking? As y'all heard me say before, some of us in the human being only came here through the human being just to see what humans and how humans would treat us. We're the teachers, we're the spirit guides, we're the master teachers in some cases, we're the master students in some cases, so forth and so on. See, when I was coming up, for the most part, we didn't have a lot of physical spirit guides walking the planet. A lot of us had to get it from the mud. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But when I was coming up on my spiritual path, and I'm still growing on it, we didn't have a lot of physical spirit guides walking the planet. Or at least we wasn't recognizing them. But today, since more people supposedly woke up, we do. Or at least that we recognizing that we do. Why is that important? Because if we can't remember 5 phone numbers, are we really waking up? Because I'm starting to beg to differ if we really evolving. I'm starting to think we really devolving more than we evolving. Technology is evolving. But technology is doing what we used to do for ourselves and took pride in doing it and don't have pride to do it no more. Catch an issue about doing something that we should be doing naturally and not wanting a computer to take over doing it for us. You don't listen, you're gonna miss it. See, it's a spiritual, it's a mental, and it's a physical war going on. Forget the battle. See, if they could keep us distracted with all the little battles, then we won't see the war that's really going on. So, as I was saying before, there's some questions that we should be asking ourselves. And if not, and if we can't find it in ourselves to be able to ask ourselves the question, then we need to find somebody that knows. So, I'm happy I'm here. I hope some of y'all is too. So, what question is it that you can ask yourself? I'm gonna share some with y'all. What can you do to be at the highest peak in your spiritual self, as your spiritual self? What can you do to be at your highest peak? What are the thoughts and what are the type of thoughts should you be having with yourself? And what things can you do along with the thoughts that you should be having? What things can you do to ensure that you keep your mind mentally sharp and on point, regardless of whatever may surface? Because we need to be mentally and emotionally on point, balanced. Get one more. What foods and routines can you incorporate? Can you integrate? Can you start right now, today, as exercises in your life to be in the best health and body possible? Because you only get the avatar that you in, you know? And some of us, it's not our fault about the avatar we in, according to what the avatar we in may be going through. It's just the avatar that chose to hold what we as a frequency would come here and embody. Walk with me. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. What's my point? I asked 3 questions: spiritual, mental, and physical. The body may be the foundation of the surface, but it's the spirit, it's the energy, and it's the mind that got us here. That get us here, meaning in whatever situation we find ourselves in, and that got us here, meaning through this birth incarnation. Why do I emphasize that? Because the spirit is the guiding force. It knows where it wants to be according to its make, according to its kind, and according to its mind. It knows, and it finds a way to get you there. And your body is the vehicle that's gonna carry you where you need to be. So at no point in time are you in a space that you aren't supposed to be in. If you find yourself in a space that you think you're not supposed to be, then it's up to you to get yourself out of it. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thanks for the likes, unlikes, shares, unshares. You know, some of y'all may have liked something that I said in the beginning and may find yourself unliking cause something I said about the ending. But whatever you decide to do, I appreciate you for being you. I thank y'all for F with me. Salud to God. Peace, family. Thank you.